Okay, I thought we'd take this opportune moment with Sonny Walters, Bradley Hill in studio before the Indigenous All-Stars game. Captain and, well, are you vice captain or you just...
Yeah, I am.
Holy shit, okay. Royalty. Welcome, fellas.
Well, we got match committee coming up with the coaches, so it depends on if he's playing or not, but let's just hope so. Let's just hope he gets a game back home. Let's hope he plays.
You got to be bench warmer, Skip.
That's good. Leadership group strong. I look at the team. You boys must be pumped to just play with all the Indigenous lads. Like, to be able to play together, it's important both culturally, but like from a footy sense, it must be exciting.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that as a young kid, and I'm assuming Brad would feel the same, but as a young kid, you grew up watching and idolising these players that played in it before us. And, the Andrew McLeods, I love the Davey brothers as well. So Aaron Davey was one of my favourites growing up. Left footer, so fast, something that I'm not, but...
and his boys playing now? And his boys playing?
Well, his boys are, his boys are at Bombers too. So,
does that make you feel like old? Or?
Yeah, it does. And especially when they're calling you uncle or pop or whatever. So, these are the games that as a young kid you always wanted to play in. And, the last two times, so 2013 and also 2015, I was injured leading into the game. And Brad played those games, but... I missed my opportunity, but I get that chance now, and I'm going to be wrapped up in cotton wool this week in training just so I can get through.
Correct.
Against you last time, I reckon.
Yeah, it was, absolutely.
Yeah, Leadville, yeah.
How'd you go?
Yeah, I had a day out, I think.
Probably.
But it is funny, like when you think about, like, even for me, like I'm like, I forget, not that I forget, but like I don't feel like I'm too old, but like I am old in football terms. Like, when I was last playing, like I was this young kid, I think I was like 20, 21, so like. And I was able to play with blokes that I just looked up to. And now, like, these younger boys, I don't know if they look up to us, but, but I'm excited to play with these younger boys, like, the talent that you see, like Cozzy, Shay, Bobby, like, even, like, being able to play with Bobby. Like, last time we did play, he was in the change room as a little fella,
Is that right?
Even, getting to play with some of these young talent coming through, like, yeah, it's like, you're sort of, like, proud to, to watch them and what they've done and to now, be in the same team and all play together.
Being a slow dour backman, I'm looking ahead to the weekend and thinking, like, what's the game style? Like, for me, I think it could be frightening.
You're lucky you're not playing because I reckon Liam will be trying to jump on your head again.
Thank you for the 50th time.
But also, when you talk about game style, I don't think there is going to be a game style. It's just boys going to go out there and just do whatever they want. And
yeah, that's why it's scary, mate.
Yeah, and that's the beauty about this game is, and especially when you get a lot of these talented young players, is that you just never know what's going to happen. It's sort of like a roadmap that could go anywhere. So I'm looking forward to seeing boys jump on heads and at least attempting it because I dare say that they will attempt it, but also kicking goals out of their ass as well.
So
I think I think as well, like that's what you sort of we've sort of seen with Indigenous players. It's like that flair that they bring to the game, that bit of X factor. So we don't want to take that away. We want the boys to play on instinct and just go out there and have fun and just enjoy it. And I did hear there's a little rule like Liam Ryan gets 4 attempts at a specky. If he doesn't take one, he's got to have a little break. No more for the day.
Liam Ryan out of the square. So Sonny, what backman at Freo, sort of a bit of a launch pad? Like me, clearly I'm built like scaffolding. Who's the Freo boys?
You played got some shoulders.
Brennan Cox, Luke Ryan's up there. Luke Ryan likes to roll off, so I dare say he's going to be under the ball a lot, and there's be a lot of little skinny legs on his shoulders. But these games, the beauty about these games is that win, lose or draw, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we just want to make this an entertaining game. And I feel like, me throughout my career, I see myself as an entertainer. So whenever you score or whenever you do something spectacular, you want to try and, get the crowd involved. You want eyes watching it. So these are definitely one of those games that are that's going to bring the crowd, but then also it's going to be a spectacle, which is good. Being
the senior players, like we spoke about, Hilly just said on a one-on-one chat around the connection and importance of family and importance of the connection to Indigenous players, and I spoke about how it makes me jealous seeing how close you boys are. Can you speak a bit about like how and why that's important, like and why this game, represents that? Yeah, well, for us it represents a lot. Not only for ourselves personally, but it goes broader than that. It goes wider. It goes to the community. It goes to players who, like Brad, playing on the biggest stage. It gives opportunity
for the Indigenous players from community, also the opportunity to be a role model for these other players or other young kids, men and women in the community to look up to someone like us and know that we can do it regardless of where you came from. And and that goes for anyone, regardless of if you're Indigenous, non-Indigenous. You see the multicultural boys that are in the AFL these days as well. They're role models to people in their community and also where they're from as well. So for us, we see ourselves as entertainers. We want to be role models. We want to enjoy it while we're here and make the most of our careers. But at the same time, it goes broader than that. We're here to show other people that also they can do it as well.
I know what you mean as well. Like, it's pretty special, like, when you think about it, as in, like, it takes a lot of time to build connection with teammates and stuff like that, and in your teams at your homeland. And we only get to have the 2 days with each other, but I reckon you definitely see a lot of connection and just how we're all on the same page. And I think it's just sort of built into the way we're brought up in our culture and how close everyone is with family. Sort of this comes natural to us. So, definitely excited to see how all the boys,
We've already had a lot of WhatsApp chats. And I'll tell you what, the WhatsApp's only meant to last 5-10 minutes, but we end up on it for like an hour. So we're always laughing. You see boys just, always making fun of each other. Liam Ryan rings us straight off the WhatsApp. He goes, I can't wait. We also got a dinner tonight that I've organised for us. To catch up the Freo West Coast boys
Nice.
and some people from the AFL, and we want to make it more than just the players. We also invited the wives, the partners, and the kids as well. So there's no doubt there's going to be a lot of kids running amok, but that's the things that we enjoy.
See if you get Liam to get his top 10 marks taken on Scully's head. I reckon he'd have at least 50 in there. Start flicking him in the WhatsApp. All right, finishing off, captain, vice captain. Who's tossing the coin? Is that you, Sonny?
I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, good. And what about a chat to the boys? What's pre-game? You would have seen lots over your journey, right? You would have seen Fifey go at it, Mundy, Pavlich, Piercy.
Keep it simple, mate.
What have you got? What have you got?
Well, exactly. I'm going to keep it simple, but at the same time, you want to make it fun. You want to make it enjoyable. You want to. What I love to see is I love to see boys walking out of the huddles before games with a smile on their face,
Yes.
and that's just what I want to do. I want to try and make sure that, like Brad said, we're going to catch up. We're going to hang out with each other for 3 or 4 days or whatever it is. And, you want to make it memorable. With me, myself, I'm not sure how much longer I've got left in my career. So
oh boy.
I want to make sure this is the best one yet. And I want to make sure that we go out there, we really enjoy it. Win, lose, draw, we will always remember it.
Do you reckon he's got a gag in him, Hilly? Or
No, I don't reckon.
Tell you
I
what,
might have to do it for him.
I've actually been smoking this bloke. He's been standing at my house in FIFA that many times. And last night, so this is
important. This is important.
This is important because
He won
last
4
night
games
I've
of
been-
3.
Just leave space.
Can you keep it quiet?
Go on, hurry
4
up.
games in a row, I smoked him.
Yep.
I beat him by 10.
Playing as who?
No, you didn't beat me by 10
You're not
yesterday.
picking All-Stars.
Anyways,
I beat you by
I won the
goals,
last
sorry.
2 games and we went to bed and I said, you're only as good as your last game. And he had a little
Which
stick
is a
about
correct fact.
No, but the worst thing is, he texts one of our other brother boys and he goes, "Oh, Sonny, Mick, tell him, you're only as good as your last game." And I went to bed fuming. I wanted to actually go into the next room and really drag him out. But
Who are you playing as? What are your teams?
who are you?
He was Croatia and I was Argentina.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, how did you pick those?
Well, we went,
That's
he
what
won
I
the
mean.
game.
Croatia
Random,
aren't as good as.
3 randoms.
Yeah, but Croatia's still a good team. Yeah.
I don't think they are. They're not very good.
That's what I said to him, and he's
Anyways,
like, "Oh, Mick."
Argentina's like unbelievable. You had Lionel Messi, mate.
That's what I mean. He jumps on these little group messages.
You got
and-
Modra.
Yeah, look at Modra. Very good. Boys, best of luck. I would usually say I'll be watching, but got one of my best mates' weddings and we've got the recovery the next day, so I can't promise I'll be watching. But good luck, boys. Like I said, jealous is the wrong word, but like envious of the chance to play with your family and connect with your brothers. And best of luck, boys.
Awesome.
No worries. Thanks
mate.
for having me. And Shelter, I love it.
My man. Hey, before we end, you boys, are we putting a tip? Like you boys are winning, right? Or are you going to beat Freo?
Hopefully.
You beat
I hope
Freo.
so.
Is that kind of weird? You're like,
Nah, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird, but at the same time,
It's a practice match, so if
it's
you
a
win, it's
practice
not the
match.
end of the world.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So you'll win.
It's not. But I'm with the brother boys, so I'll go.
By how much? How much are you going to win by?
Oh, look.
Similar to Hilly and FIFA.
My worry is, do we have the legs in us for 4 quarters? you know how the brother boys run long distance, eh? Besides me.
Yeah, Jet Boy not very well. Boys, well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Shelter FootyCast fans, you might be wondering, what am I doing here? Well, I can tell you right now, that is the preview episode before Mark Redding's Skeeter himself. That's right, bourbon and Coke, couple of Jats crackers, couple of ciggies out the back, Skeeter and myself, Will Schofield, waffle come back in the bin, pleb that used to play the game, are back Monday morning. That is right, the Shelter FootyCast is returning Monday. That was Bradley Hill, vice-captain of the Indigenous All-Stars, with the captain, Sonny Walters, speaking all things Indigenous All-Stars game. It's going to be an exciting game. By Monday, we'll have known what happened, but we thought we'd bring that to you as a bit of a teaser. But just be assured, Skeeter and Scully are back, bigger than ever. Has Skeet put any work into the return of the podcast? No, he hasn't. Have I? A little bit. That's correct. Looking forward to being with you Monday. Make sure you set your alarms. We'll be live Monday morning. Shelter FootyCast, back in business. See you then.